Atlanta Falcons fans, brace yourselves. Something is brewing in the NFC South that could shake the entire division to its core. We're talking about a move so calculated, so perfectly timed, that it could be the difference between the Falcons chasing glory and the rest of the division chasing shadows. Friday night's preseason opener had everything: excitement, hope, and just enough drama to keep everyone's heart pounding. The stadium was alive, buzzing with energy as fans packed in to see their Falcons take the field again. New faces were fighting for spots, veterans were setting the tone, and you could feel it, that spark of a team hungry for more. But football has a way of changing in a heartbeat. In the fourth quarter, the energy shifted. Detroit Lions safety Morris Norris went down with a frightening head injury. The crowd fell silent. Players took a knee. Every fan in the building felt the weight of that moment. The Falcons made the call to end the game early, a decision that reminded everyone this sport is about people first, not just points on the board. And yet, less than 24 hours later, Atlanta proved they're not just a team with heart, they're a team with a plan. No hesitation, no wasted time. The Falcons went out and signed veteran safety Ronnie Harrison, a battle-tested player with the kind of experience you simply can't teach. This wasn't just a signing, it was a message. Harrison entered the league in 2018 as a third-round pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars. From day one, he brought size, physicality, and football IQ. He earned a starting role, made key plays, and became a trusted anchor in the secondary. Now, he's bringing that same grit and leadership to Atlanta, a team that knows every piece matters in the race for a Super Bowl run. The Falcons aren't just filling roster spots. They're building a wall in that defensive backfield. And with Harrison in the mix, the NFC South just got a whole lot more interesting. Falcons fans, how confident are you right now? On a scale from 1 to 10, where's your belief in this team after the Harrison signing? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see where the real believers stand. Ronnie Harrison isn't just another body in the locker room. This guy is a Swiss Army knife for any defense. He can play safety. He can step in at linebacker. He can blitz, cover, and crash the run game. That kind of versatility is gold in today's NFL. It's what made him such a valuable asset early in his career, and it's exactly why the Falcons pounced when they saw the opening. But Harrison's journey has been anything but smooth. In 2020, the Jacksonville Jaguars traded him to the Cleveland Browns in a move that looked like it could skyrocket his career. And at first, the hype made sense. He was coming off a strong 2019 season, and Cleveland believed they had just stolen a rising star. But football isn't played on paper. Injuries crept in. Playing time became inconsistent. That 2019 spark was hard to recapture. Still, the talent never disappeared. The league knew Harrison for his physicality, his hard hits, and his ability to make game-changing plays. After 3 seasons in Cleveland, he found himself with the Indianapolis Colts. Those 2 years were tough. Injuries again limited him to just 17 games total. But whenever he was healthy, you could see it. The burst, the instincts, the adaptability that coaches dream about. Now, Atlanta has given him a new shot, and this time, the situation feels different. The Falcons already have 2 rock-solid starters in Jesse Bates III and Jordan Fuller, a pair that gives the secondary a dependable backbone. Behind them, a group of hungry young players: DeMarco Hellams, Xavier Watts, Josh Thompson, and Henry Black. Watts, a third-round pick this year, is a name the coaches clearly see in their future plans. But with Harrison in the building, nothing is guaranteed. This signing isn't about filling space on a depth chart. It's about lighting a fire under everyone in that secondary. Harrison's NFL experience means he can push these younger guys, force them to sharpen their game, and maybe, just maybe, steal a starting job if he dominates in camp and preseason. This is what preseason is all about: testing lineups, seeing who thrives under pressure, and finding out which players can handle the grind of the regular season. For Harrison, this is more than just another contract. It's a second chance, and maybe his last best shot, to prove he belongs on a contender. And with the NFC South as unpredictable as it's been in recent years, teams going from the top to the bottom and back again in just one season, adding a proven, versatile player like Harrison could be the exact edge the Falcons need to tilt the balance. The Falcons aren't here to simply hang around in the NFC South. They're building a roster designed to strike now and keep striking for years to come. Every move they've made screams intent. Signing Ronnie Harrison isn't a gamble. It's a signal flare to the rest of the league. Atlanta isn't just aiming to compete. They're aiming to dominate. The offense already has the firepower, a confident quarterback, a deep and dangerous receiving core, and playmakers who can take over games. But this team knows that championships aren't won by scoring points alone. Defense, especially the secondary, is where they've been sharpening the blade. Adding Harrison gives them something every great defense needs: options. More depth, more flexibility, and the ability to adjust in those high-pressure moments when the game hangs in the balance. Arthur Smith and his coaching staff aren't about flashy moves without purpose. They're calculated. They're patient. And with defensive coordinator eyes locked on training camp, Harrison will get every opportunity to prove he belongs. Can he learn the playbook fast? Can he communicate with his teammates like a leader? Can he execute under the kind of pressure that crushes lesser players? Those answers are coming soon. And then there's the fan factor. Atlanta fans have been begging for a defensive leader who can set the tone, someone with the experience to guide the young guns, but still enough left in the tank to lay down the kind of hits that get the stadium roaring. Harrison fits that mold perfectly. If he delivers early, he could go from new guy to fan favorite in record time. The reality is this: training camp is war. The competition is brutal. Harrison isn't walking into a guaranteed job, he's fighting for his place. The most likely path? Win over the coaches on special teams, prove his reliability, and earn his way onto the defensive rotation. From there, one big game, one huge moment, and he could solidify himself as a core piece of this defense. For the Falcons, this isn't just another roster move. It's about adding someone who can change games when it matters most. For the fans, it's about hope that this veteran spark can help ignite a defense that refuses to break when the season's biggest battles arrive. In today's NFL, this safety position is the last line of defense, and one of the most important weapons against high-powered, pass-heavy offenses. It's no longer just about breaking up deep throws. A great safety has to cover like a cornerback, tackle like a linebacker, and read the game like a quarterback. That's where Ronnie Harrison could be the difference maker. He's not just a coverage guy. He's physical enough to shut down the run. He's smart enough to read the quarterback's eyes and anticipate the big play before it happens. He's versatile enough to move around the formation and confuse offenses. Exactly the kind of flexibility the Falcons need if they're going to keep up with the league's most explosive teams. And let's be real, this signing isn't just about football. It's a message. A warning shot to the rest of the NFC South. Atlanta is coming. The Falcons aren't just filling a depth chart. They're building a roster designed to win now and still be dangerous in the years ahead. Harrison's addition is another puzzle piece in a bigger picture, one that's starting to look like a legitimate playoff contender. The real question now is simple: can Harrison seize his chance? Training camp will be his proving ground. He'll be battling other talented safeties every single day, trying to win over the coaches, prove his worth, and lock in a spot when final roster cuts come. Every rep, every drill, every preseason snap will matter. And for fans, this is the kind of competition you live for. Every inch, every yard, every hit. This is where a team's identity is built. The Falcons aren't just talking about toughness and depth. They're showing it. Falcons fans, you've seen the move. Now give me your take. Can Ronnie Harrison be the spark that turns this secondary into one of the NFC's best? And how fired up are you for this battle at safety? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see where the real believers stand.